Well, I will if you don't want
Was it Keon?
I think his name is Peon.
Yeah, that's a good name for it. Mr. Irrelevant. Where are you now, Peon? Who's funding your training? You had it made.
How dare you abandon a guy like PJ Braun? Because what do you say? What's the matter? What's wrong with saying that?
And look at that with those cops in England that did the Braun in his own gym, roughing him up in the parking lot. You saw that footage?
Yeah. Who's that, Braun?
Braun Amsley. You don't see him pissing about it. He's pissing about the orders they got. That's where he's going. They're not going out idiot cops like you did. Jack off. Where's your career at now, Keon? Keon Pearson. Peon.
Peon Pearson, yeah.
Peon.
But at least PJ, you know, for a guy like him, he divulges everything, you know? You look at his Instagram, and he doesn't care. He embraces
Me too. I posted a video that made me look somewhat...
He's like...
I got one up on you, PJ. Come to my level.
He's a misfit at heart, basically.
He is.
Except that he's more successful. They call me Walmart PJ. That's pretty good. I saw one comment. They call me Walmart PJ.
Well, not for long though. We'll see.
Somebody pointed out they're like, Rob got that shirt at Burlington Coat Factory. I said it was Marshall's, you jackass. What's wrong with that? $6 shirt.
Where Robzilla took me to buy my trapeze pants with the Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Burlington Coat Factory. Hey, I never wore a coat in fucking Florida. In my fucking life. Pussy.
We're going to turn it into the Burlington Muscle Factory. There's the best comment I saw is somebody said Rob is 80% sweetheart, 19% nut job, and 1% barely noticeable. And it all changes depending on the doses.
Yeah, that's
spot on. Absolutely spot on.
Brilliant.
I gotta look at I screenshot it. I gotta look at who that is so I could shout him out.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of these maniacs, if you're gonna troll, at least be funny and creative with it. But some of these guys, man, they got a sense of humor that's just, I don't know.
Maniacs, would you like Rob to have a hairstyle like that thing on the bench over there?
Is that Skrillex? Skunk X?
Skunk X. He's like your buddy putting 2.5 all over the bar.
All he needs to do is meet up with Brad, and then he can look like and smell like a skunk. Remember we wanted to leave the trapeze early? I was going to put stink bombs everywhere.
It's always a possibility.
Yeah.
I want to make a return to the trawler. Look at that freak. Get him on film. It's a nice French Canadian we just met.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good man. But they would call the Broward Sheriff's Office in a second if you showed up at that
Yeah,
place.
they want to come there. They just want us to be able to see some girls.
Right. Yeah.
Because I don't think, well, they can be members there, I guess, right?
Who?
Legally, the sheriffs.
Yeah. There was a lot of cops there, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes they have this morality contracts.
Well, I mean, hopefully if there are any cops that are going there, hopefully Big Rob Fitness doesn't find out, because he'll call up their sheriff's department and say, I'm not comfortable with this so-and-so cop coming to my house after they've been doing those activities. Well, here you go.
Just think, Big Alan, you could have had me and Rob pulling up tonight. But who do you got there now? I heard you're having trouble in the back room, buddy.
They're having so much trouble. They've been through about 6 guys more.
Which means our buddy Timmy's got to do more work.
Yeah, that's not fair to him.
Means Shelly's got to do more work.
Well,
I bet you miss those massages, Shelly. Your back's probably riddled with arthritis now. Look at those triceps. Come on, show them you're the one. Good. That's a lot of tension.
your back's riddled. Who and what?
If we would have walked in the house and our father saw that look like it covers his eyes. That probably is his father. He's proud of his boy. Oh, I got a skunk for a son.
Well, there's a certain blue-haired creature that hasn't been reprimanded yet, so...
Ooh, I know who that is. A little peeping Tom.
What would the ramifications be if you came home to your father with blue hair?
And looked in his bedroom during his intimate moments.
What do you think he would do?
Well, I had an earring, and my sister tipped him off. It was in my left ear at the time. And my father's sitting here. He didn't see it. So my sister says, Daddy, we're all sitting down. We said our prayers. Food started passing around, and my sister said to my father, Hey, Daddy, Lenny got an earring. And he looked up. He said, What? And he looked at my right ear. Then he went like this. He walked around. He looked at my left ear. He says, You don't take that out right, or I'm going to rip your ear out with it. And believe me, that thing went out that quick.
You know, he sounds like my grandfather. My grandfather was like, because he's the same generation probably, you know. My grandfather, if he was alive today, would have been maybe close to 80 years old. Your father's what? Like in the
75.
Yeah. So that same generation, I mean.
And the funny thing was, that kid John Major, who filmed me when I was in Pittsburgh 4 years ago, he came to the house that day, and my father, he didn't know what was going on. My father says, Hey, you, Major, is that your idea? Mike, having my son get, that was your idea. Come here. And the kid's like, it wasn't my idea. And he ran home. That was your idea. Because he thought, there's no way I would have got that on my own.
Well, your father doesn't know Calora, right? You never met him. No, that was when you were down here, yeah. But yeah, my grandfather, when he took me and my sister to a diner one time, and they had those little speakers you could put like a quarter in and play music. And we put on like some popular song at the time. I think it was a band called the Gorillas. The song was called Sunshine. It was like a pop/rap song.
I know it. And that's bad if I don't.
And he took us home and he told my father, he said, Bob, never again with these kids playing that rap crap at the table. That's how they were. Or what he wanted me to go to a private school, Notre Dame in Connecticut. It's a private high school. And I told him I wasn't going to go. And he looked at me like, you know, he was going to kill me.
You would have been wearing uniforms and the whole bit.
Yeah, but you know what? All those kids they were the worst ones. Because they had money. They were the ones doing cocaine and shit.
Was it co-ed where they had girls too?
No, but that made them even worse.
Yeah.
And the private school girls were even worse. They were the worst ones. I was best friends with one of them. Luckily, you know.
Although nothing like those public school 80s girls with the big hair and the makeup. Man, some of those Italians wearing tights in school. Oh. I couldn't concentrate.
Yeah.
What they would talk around me, and I was inexperienced them.
Yeah.
Then they'd come up and sit on my lap, and a lot of times we go behind the stairwell. Kids would try to smoke or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd be there with 8 girls. We'd skip class, and they'd say, "Let's see you." And then I ended up going to other girls' houses. I was known for this. They'd invite me over so I could sit on the couch, and you had 10 girls going like this, just staring.
Ooh.
And it's like there's 20 guys. I did that quite a bit. And it was fun, actually.
When
They'd always tell me, if you tell anybody at school what we had you do, we're going to cut you.
girls were they? Were they like the popular girls of the school?
Some, but mostly a lot of the ones that smoke cigarettes and listen to the metal, like, they would call them freaks back then.
Huh.
So they used to call them burnouts before that.
Burnout.
But a little, you know, 80s. But it was fun. It was very, and that was when I had wood on the you know what. And I was known for every girl in that high school saw my. I mean, they just come up. Can we see it? Sure.
What would Dale say? They asked him.
Well, he asked to see mine at the Ruby Classic before my trunk's on.
Yeah.
And I asked Dale, let me see yours. He's like, no. And I knew he had a sock in there. I had to hurry up and change because my division was going on.
Yeah.
When I did the West Palm Beach show at the convention center. And there was 12 bikini girls lined up waiting to go on, all dolled up with the makeup, and nice ones with the bikinis and the high heels. And I had to literally put my trunks on in front of them. And they were right across, standing against the wall. And I was with this old guy named Alan, not the one that told me, another guy, Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
He's like, hurry up, put your trunks on, put them on. And I was like, there's people, he goes, you don't got time, you got to go out there. And then I had to get in it. All of a sudden, the eyes dropped like elevators. Then, of course, I had to put it in and tuck it in. And they all started laughing. It was one of the best things at a contest. What do you think about that, Dale?
Dating somebody and watching some piece of shit like him go up to her and with those remarks.
I don't know how you get composed. Well, that's a good reason why they have that rule in effect. I mean, I'll give them credit.
No, you're right. And you know what it makes me, you know what the bad part is? It makes me hate her, which isn't fair to her.
I just think there's a lot of people like seeing that freaky shit whether they like it or not.
Yeah,
I mean, at a time, on a certain substance or whatever, I liked it there. I loved it there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was disgusting,
But you got to think, the people who are working behind the bar, we had it worse. Nobody else has to walk around back there, you know what I mean?
I think some of them wish because they would always come back, like Max.
Yeah, someone who remain nameless hates her because I stopped by her house one night to have her shave my neck.
Yeah.
And I had to take my shirt off, and she said, you can come over anytime and take your shirt off.
Hey, she used to work the front desk at the gym.
Yeah.
At Delray Fitness. I do remember because I used to get such pissed off when I used to train. And she'd come up, how you doing? I give her a dirty look. She used to live in my neighborhood.
Yeah, she was a sad soul.
Yeah. Where's she at now? Is she still over there?
No, she left while we were still there.